In this video, I'm going to be talking to you about 10 important things that you need to do once you land in Canada, whether as a permanent resident or as an international student. This is very useful for you, although there are some special things that permanent residents need to do, but I think this can also serve as a guideline. However, international students, I got you. Everything I've listed here was what I did when I landed in Canada. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Yemisi, and if you're seeing my face for the first time, you know what to do already. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, watch all the previous videos I have on how to come to Canada, or how to avoid visa refusals, or how to write a letter of explanation. I have so many videos here on my channel for you, okay? So I got you covered. And if you're a returning subscriber, you guys know that you're the real MVP. So welcome back, and thank you for coming back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Alright guys, in this video, we're going to be talking about the important things to do once you land in Canada. Hold up, I understand that once you get your visa approved and you've sent your passport to the VFS in your home country, you start getting bothered about what to do, how to go about things, how to navigate life in Canada, what to do first, what to do last. This video is going to be explaining all of those things, because I'm not only going to be telling you what to do, but I'm also going to be telling you how to go about it, the documents involved, if there's any document that is going to be involved in it. So what you want to do right now is to have a seat, take a pen, take a book, and write notes, because we have a lot of notes that you need to write, okay? By the way, I need to quickly note that most of the things I'm going to be telling you, they are all important for all international students. However, I'm going to be a bit partial with people coming down to Saskatchewan or Saskatoon, because I know some places where I did mine, and I will definitely be telling them the places so that they can also go ahead to have theirs done there. So if you stumble on this video and you're a current international student living in Canada, please help us, because a lot of people will need information as to where to go to in your own province. I need to tell you guys that once you're coming to Canada and you know for sure that you don't have a family member here to stay with pending the time you get your own place, you can either get Airbnb or you stay in your school residence for at least 1 or 2 months. The reason is because you can get a place here in Canada and find out at the end of the day that that place is not what you really want or where you really want to stay. So you staying in a family member's place or family friend's place or the school hostel for a while will help you to get the best place that you need to stay in. I'm saying this because a lot of people have asked me questions as to whether they should get an apartment here in Canada while they are still in their home country. It's not a bad idea. However, I personally feel like you should get a place like Airbnb or stay in the school residence for a while, or even in a hotel pending the time that you get a place. And that is why I always tell students to ensure that they have enough finances once they're landing in Canada. So once you've gotten a place to stay, the first thing you need to do is start searching for a house. Getting a house here in Canada is not difficult. You can go on kijiji.ca or go to Facebook Marketplace. Kijiji.ca can be searched anywhere in the world, but I understand that Facebook Marketplace has restrictions in the particular areas where you can actually view it. For example, in Nigeria, which is my home country, I was unable to check Facebook Marketplace when I was there, not until when I landed in Canada. So on kijiji.ca or Facebook Marketplace, you can see students that are looking for fellow students that they can share a place with, whether a house. Currently I live in a house that has 4 rooms, and currently we have 2 Nigerians, which is myself and my friend, and then 2 other people coming in. So whether or not they are not Nigerians, I'm okay with my friend because she's a Nigerian. And that this is not to sound racist or whatever, but you understand that because you're coming into a new country, you don't know anyone, you probably or most likely want to live with someone that you share like similar values or beliefs before you start exploring living with other people. Don't get me wrong, you can land here and find Canadians or people of different races, different countries, different nationalities that will be more of a good friend to you than even the people from your country. But you know, just I don't know how to put it, but I know you understand what I'm saying, right? So once you get a house, definitely you get a lease agreement, and that lease agreement is going to be signed between you and your landlord or you and the owner of the place. So just keep your lease agreement in your clear bag. Meanwhile, if I've not told you already, once you're leaving your home country, all of your documents, put them together in a clear bag. I don't know if you guys know what clear bag is, but it's like a clear bag. I'll try to look for a picture and put it on the screen, but if not, you should know what a clear bag means. Or just put everything in a brown envelope or whatever envelope you have, just those very big A4 sized one that can house all of your documents, because you are going to need those documents. So it's always very easy for you to take the envelope or the clear bag around. After getting a house, the second thing you want to do is to get a SIM card. Once you land in Canada, of course, you know that you will no longer be able to use your home country's phone number because, well, you can't use it. You can retain your home country's phone number as your WhatsApp line or Twitter or whatever. But for local lines, you definitely need to get a SIM card here in Canada. To register your SIM card, you will need a valid address, which is the lease agreement that you already signed in your house. You will need your international passport, and then you will need your study permit, which confirms you valid to stay here as a student. So after getting your SIM card, the next thing for you is to get your SIN. Believe me, you can always apply for your SIN online, because once you land in Canada at the immigration spot, you're given a paper where you're able to sign in. I don't know, maybe it's due to COVID, yeah, but when I landed, I was given a paper that had the link for me to apply for my SIN, but I wasn't able to do that because I don't know, I just knew that I could always walk into Service Canada in any of the areas here in Saskatoon and still have it done. So I decided not to just do it online, but you can always do it online. What you need is your international passport, your study permit, and phone number. But the phone number is optional, because as at that time I didn't have a phone number and I still got myself registered. The SIN is what you definitely need to submit to your employer. So when you hear about, oh, Canada has its citizens information, it is true. SIN gives them everything about you. The SIN is what confirms you to be able to work, and then that's what you give to your employer. It is only your employer that you can give your SIN to. Do not just give random people. Do not just give house owners or whatever. They don't need your SIN. So if anyone is asking you for your SIN, please do not share that information with them, because a lot of people have used people's SIN to do so many fraudulent activities. Okay, so please be very careful in securing your SIN. You would even see everything on the note, but I'm just laying emphasis on this. As a student, your SIN starts with 9. It's 9 digits if I'm not mistaken. If it is wrong, I'm going to correct it on the screen, but if it is correct, then so be it. All right, so after having your SIN, what you want to do next is to open your bank account. I understand that you have brought in, a lot of money and you need to put them in your bank account. What you need in your bank is your international passport, your study permit. Actually, most of these documents are repetitive, and that's why you should just take all your documents all together, because there are things that you will definitely need. So for your bank account, you need your study permit, you need your international passport, your phone number, and for my bank also requested for my confirmation of enrollment. I've explained what confirmation of enrollment means. It means that once you are registered for a particular semester, you can actually download the confirmation of enrollment on your student account. So I don't know, this varies from school to school. You can always send a mail to your International Student Center department, and then they will definitely put you through. And lastly, for your bank account, you also need your lease agreement, which confirms where you live. The next thing you want to do is to get your bus pass. So this one depends. There are some people that will need to get a bus pass because they don't have their driver's license. But if you have your driver's license from your home country, prior to now, you can only use that driver's license for 3 months. But recently, a friend of mine confirmed from the SGI, I don't know the full meaning, but I'm going to put it on the screen once I get the information. Confirmed from the SGI that you can use the driver's license until 3 months after your study permit expires. So that's like good news for us. Okay, so that's for those people that have driver's license. You can also decide to get a driver's license, like your province's driver's license. Okay, so getting your province's driver's license and getting your ID card is the same, and I'm going to get to it shortly. So for the bus pass, you can get your bus pass for $83 here in Saskatoon. But at first, because of the first registration, you're going to be paying $5, which makes it $88. But from September, when we're resuming now, September to December, which is 4 months of my semester, my school already has a discounted amount that has been allocated into my account or my tuition fees, so I don't have to pay the city bus pass. I think they're going to do it on my ID card or something. Also, I would like to say that while you subscribe, always try to watch some of my vlogs, because, or even everything, because sometimes in my vlogs I don't just gist. Sometimes I drop like important information. I've explained where you can get your bus pass here in Saskatoon. You can go to Center Mall and get your bus pass activated at the city center. Meanwhile, I forgot to also explain for the Saskatoon residents that you can get your SIN registered for at Service Canada at Market Mall, and you get it done easy and quick. My next point is for you to start applying for jobs. Although I know that I don't really need to emphasize on this, because you know already that once you're a student here in Canada, you can always work part-time. So the next thing you need to do is to start applying for jobs, because right now you already have your SIN for your employer to use on your behalf for you, right? And then you already have your phone number, your local line where you can be contacted or where they can get across to you, and then you already have a house where you can be located or where they can send your emails to. So start applying for jobs. I don't think I need to emphasize so much on job application, because you already know that once you start working, you can foot some of your living expenses. Okay, so this particular point is to let you know that you can start applying for jobs. The next thing you want to do is to apply for your student ID card. So I don't know if this varies from school to school, but in the University of Saskatchewan, I had to apply for my student ID card when I landed. It wasn't sent to my house address, it was sent to one of their bookshops at Preston Crossing. So that was where I actually went to pick up my ID card. But it is very important for you to have your student ID card, because you just need an ID card, and you, of course, you need it once you resume. So apply for your ID card. It takes about 1 or 2 weeks for you to get it. The next thing for you to apply for is your provincial ID card. So once you land in whichever provinces here in Canada, you don't necessarily want to be taking your international passport around, but you definitely need like an ID card to identify you. So the best option for you is to go to the SGI nearest to you and apply for your provincial ID card. I'm going to be looking down for this one because I don't want to miss any information. So for your provincial card, you need 3 proofs. The first one is proof of residence, proof of ID card, and confirmation of ID card. So for the proof of residence, your bank statement showing your house address, just like an address confirmation thing, like a 1-page bank statement, and also your study permit and your lease agreement. So those ones prove that your residence is valid. Also, for the proof of ID card, you can use your international passport. Meanwhile, for the bank statement showing your house address, you can also print it out on your mobile app. So by now, of course, you have your bank account, and definitely you would have opened your mobile app, or you would have registered for a mobile application. So you can always print it out. They don't necessarily even need it printed out. Well, that was it for my case. I didn't need to print it out. All I just needed to do was for me to show them on my mobile app. That was all. So you can either print it out or just show them on the mobile app. Anyways, that's for proof of residency. Proof of ID card is your international passport. And then for the confirmation of ID is either your student ID card or your confirmation of enrollment. That is what I've explained earlier. Once you've registered for every semester, you can actually have access to your confirmation of enrollment. This next point is very, very, very important. If you know that you don't want to spend so much in any hospital or clinic here in Canada, you want to get your provincial health card. Very important. We're not saying that you're going to fall sick, but it's always good for you to have it handy. For the provincial health card, you need your lease agreement, you need your study permit, and then you need your international passport. I'm going to explain this for you very clearly. To avoid a response saying you are not eligible for the health card, what you want to do is to ensure that your lease agreement has your name, not as a dependent, but as someone that is actually living in the place. So for instance, if you got a 2-bedroom apartment with a friend, make sure that your names are spelled out as the owners of the place, not like one person being the owner and then the second person being the dependent. Anybody that is the dependent will definitely not be eligible. So even if you get a house also and you have like 4 occupants or 3 occupants or 2 occupants, just make sure that your name is written as you and the landlord having this agreement, and not maybe the first person having the agreement with the landlord and then other people being the dependent. Anyone that is a dependent will definitely not be eligible. So please bear that in mind. Like I already said, the documents you need is your lease agreement, your international passport, and your study permits. After doing all of this, what you want to do is start shopping. To be honest, shopping doesn't have to be the last on your list, because definitely you would have been so hungry by now, like you're not fasting, okay? So I'm just listing this because I know that is also important. And by the way, I'm going to be making a video on the cheap stores to go to get some of your important household items once you land in Canada. This one is not necessarily a Saskatchewan thing, because I know that most of these stores are in all provinces in Canada, so it's going to be very beneficial to everyone, whether you're coming to Saskatchewan province or not. So you have to start shopping, shop for the weather, shop for clothes that will go for the season that you are currently in or that you are currently moving into, and also ensure that you buy like things that will make you comfortable in the house, utensils, random things, or things that you know that is very personal to you. So guys, I've come to the end of this video. I hope that you are able to take one or two things from this video and calm your nerves, knowing fully well that everything I've said here is everything that you're gonna be doing, and also meet like nothing different really. Yeah, so I hope that this video is very useful to you, and if you found it useful, as always, please give me a huge like this video, okay? And of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go through all my videos, my vlogs, my sit down videos. I have a lot of videos on this channel that's going to be of benefit to you, I promise you. And also, don't forget to share this video to aspiring or prospective international students in Canada. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Mwah! Bye for now.